viewers, how you guys doing? Can you do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button? We are close to 1,000 subscribers. And also hit the notifications button for all so you get the scoop on my new videos. I believe I have 2 new videos coming up in a few next days. Basically, it's leading up to the 19th. We get to see the new Flash episode. Alright, so you guys ready for this? It's my theory. First off, I want to recap this talk about Barry and Iris. Basically, well, technically, Barry, he's going to end up training the Strength Force. He wants to teach this young girl how to harness, control her powers. And he also says that he wants to protect her, which is big, and that's good news. But it is so hard trying to get to her because I know she's so scared of her powers, and it's overwhelming her. And I'm pretty sure Barry's trying to talk to her like he was scared at first with his powers, but some reason why Caitlin does not like this idea of him training her. So I think this is Caitlin right here. She's actually forcing the Strength Force to come out and use her full potential power, possibly. Who knows what the situation is. As long as Barry's there and he could easily talk to her and talk her down. Other than that is perfect. I'm glad that Barry has extra teammates now. Other than that. So what I want to be talking about is I want to talk about the others. Now Barry is gathering up a team, and this team requires all the forces basically he created. First off, the first one is the Strength Force, but he still needs to have the Steel Force on his team. Reason why is because the Steel Force is different from all the other forces. He actually engaged in a conversation, a man-to-man talk to Barry, basically. He spoke to him, and it was a normal conversation. And yes, of course, arguably he was mad about Barry saying that he wants to take away his powers. I get that. You're upset about that. Jether fixed the tachyon device, of course, and well, let's just say that Barry went to the past, but then again, Barry came back to the present and said, yeah, I can't do it. I'm not going to strip their powers away, because he remembers their conversation with Joe. And Joe told Barry, just listen, Barry, I had the same thing with Wallace. The thing is that with you, you create these forces, and it's up to you to help them out with their power. So in this scene, we also do see the Speed Force. She's about to kill the Steel Force, which I don't think is going to happen, because the Steel Force can easily do the same thing he did with Chester, Cisco, and Wells. He'll just freeze them. So the same thing could happen with the Speed Force. Basically, he could freeze her just like he froze the others and take his leave real fast. If he ever does that, then I think that he'll go straight to Barry, talk to Barry, and Barry will discuss to him and tell him about the Strength Force, this young lady, how he's teaching her with her powers and protecting her. And Barry's probably saying the same thing, like, the way how I'm training her and protecting her, I can actually do the same for you, Dion, if you just listen to me and let me help you out. Okay, you can be part of Team Flash. And I can help you harness your powers, and so you can learn more about them. Now, the thing is that there is a problem. Especially, it's not just the Speed Force that they're going to take out. It's one other person that they need help with. And that is the Third Force. And we all know the Third Force. The Third Force will be, yes, Foresight. So let me tell you guys about Foresight. Foresight is an impulsive force, and he loves his powers and loves manipulating people and likes giving them nightmares, because he feels like he has his full-on energy and this power inside him. He could do whatever he wants to. So here's my theory. Once the Flash talks to Foresight, Foresight will eventually agrees to let Barry help him with his powers, and so he could stop hurting innocent people, giving them nightmares. And basically, hopefully Foresight will be able to remove his mask so we could all see like who the man behind the mask is eventually. Now, he'll probably discuss, he has his Steel Force he's training, and he has his Strength Force which he's training. Now's the time for you to trust me. I'll trust you with my identity as long as you trust me with your identity. So that's most likely what's going to happen. He'll release his identity to the Flash, and Barry will do the same thing. He'll show his identity. Because there needs to be trust in Team Flash, basically. It's kind of like an Arrow. There needs to be trust, basically. Arrow and his members, they need to see Oliver's true identity. Other than that, question is, if the three of them actually take down the Speed Force along with Barry, what's actually going to happen to Barry the Flash? If they take her down, will Barry's powers get taken away from him? Or basically, will she yield and he'll be able to not contain his powers? Meaning, like, she knows how to control Barry's powers. She could control his speed. She could probably even stop him. So if that scenario ever comes up and she messes up with Barry's powers, then the Strength Force, Speed Force, and Steel Force are there to back Barry up. Basically, that is my theory. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.